Hi Scorpio, this is Lost Twin Tarot. My name is Colette. If you've never viewed me before, Scorpio, this is going to be your general reading for April, the month of April, 2024. I'm doing a different type of reading this time. It's going to be three oracle cards, one for the beginning, one for the middle, and one for the end of the month. It is from the Lenormand tarot deck, and then it's going to be uh a three cards for each part, beginning, middle, and end, and then one clarifying card for each card of that. Um, just take the pieces that resonate and drop the rest. I'm trying to make them not too long. They've been about average length. Scorpio, when I was meditating on your cards, I always seem like I get stuff about work for you, Scorpio. I feel like it's because you guys seem like you are just so hardworking, and I feel like it's like whenever there's like it seems like everything's always about work. You guys seem like you're just workaholics, and I feel like whenever you try to like break through, like there's like love stuff there. It seems like it's like can't get through for some reason. You guys are just always so blocked off about that. Can't even get through to it. Anyway, I feel like there's something about your work that is going on and just I feel like there's somebody at your job or in your circle, but I feel like it's mostly at your job where somebody is trying to, like, I don't want to say sabotage you, but I feel like it's something like where somebody is like trying to get you in trouble for something or just being like petty or something like that. um they're trying to make you look bad, they're trying to get you in trouble. um I feel like it's like you're the good guy, they're the bad guy, but they're trying to like make you look bad. Um, I feel like it's like definitely something like that. They're being really annoying. Um, I feel like you always end up clearing your name. But it's like that it seems like they can just never go away. Type of thing. I feel like you're somebody who spends a lot of time in your car, whether you drive, or I feel like you drive a lot of places. You might drive long distances to like for your job or like where you go. Maybe you do something like that for your job, or like you drive long distances or to like meet your friends or something like that. You have the sun on the bottom, so that's good. So for the oracle cards, you have number 10, Sith, danger, accident, a warning, sudden, a harvest, and surgery. You have number 1, Rider, energy, passion, speed, activity, news, messages. And number 9, Bouquet, pleasantness, gift, charming, joy, happiness, and flattery. So for the first part of the month, you have Two of Pentacles, Justice, and the Two of Cups. For the second part, you have King of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. And for the last part with that bouquet card, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. On the bottom of the clarifying deck, you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Five of Swords, the High Priestess, Six of Wands, Queen of Cups, King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Lovers. Okay, all right, well, looks pretty good, Scorpio. Sorry, I have like this chair is too low for me. I sit on a pillow and it's just so embarrassing. I keep saying I'm going to get a new one. All right, Two of Pentacles with the Five of Swords. And I feel like this is what this is talking about. Like when I was meditating on your cards, I feel like this is what I was talking about. You know, the danger, accident, warning, sudden harvest. That's two separate words. And surgery. And I feel like that's what that's saying, that Two of Pentacles and that Five of Swords. You know, the Five of Swords, I feel like, is that petty energy. You know, you can see she's sitting in this, nest and she's like swatting all these people away. And I definitely feel like that represents you. Um, I feel like what this is mostly has to do with, is a warning. If you have, surgery coming up, um, I wouldn't tell you to reschedule it, although we are going into Mercury retrograde. But I mean, whatever you have, just do whatever it tells you to do. I'm not medical advice, so I don't want to say anything. Um, just do whatever. But I would, watch for, anything. You have danger, accident warning, anything like that. I would just kind of be mindful of, people around you if this does resonate with you. You've had people like that. And you have the Two of Pentacles. And I feel like this kind of is something that could be, something that you are aware of, um, the Two of Pentacles is something that kind of comes and goes. I feel like, this isn't an everyday thing, but it is something that's like whenever you're doing well in your job or in your family or whatever, this doesn't have to be work, but whatever it is, I feel like whenever you're doing well, it's like they want to pull you back down, especially with that Justice card right next to it. I feel like whenever you're doing well, somebody does want to pull you down and pretty much like rain on your parade. It's very odd. I feel like Leo got another Leo in the weekly readings last week got, a similar thing to this. If you have any Leo in your chart, the same type of thing, really wants to drag you down at work. It's like somebody like just doesn't want you to do, well. And I feel like Scorpio, you're just gonna be like, well, too bad for them, because, it's like, well, who cares? As you should. But I feel like it's almost like you should be, just a little bit, cautious, because, you don't, if you don't really know who these people are or how far they're going to go. You just might want to, um, I don't know, maybe just maybe a close confidant at work or something. Um, maybe no. I mean, I know how work can be. They can be, you know, in one year and out the other. But you have the Justice card next to the High Priestess. And the Justice card is all about what goes around comes around, which could be beneficial to you and to that person. Well, maybe not beneficial to them, you know but that could be, because if you're doing all the right things, good karma will come your way. And for them, if they're not doing well, then it won't be serving them well. And I feel like that's kind of what is happening with the High Priestess. That's something that is, remains to be seen yet. I feel like, you're not really sure what is going to happen. On one hand, it's like the Hierophant is something that is kind of like information that is to be revealed, but the High Priestess is what is about to be seen. Sometimes people say that the High Priestess is kind of, almost like, it can be like what's hidden, but sometimes in a ways it is things that are hidden, but it's also what's to be revealed. It's almost like a hint, like a preview to what is to come. I feel like you're going to see a change, but it's almost like still what's yet to come. You have the Two of Cups and the Six of Wands. This can be for love, this can be for work, or this can be almost just like something that you feel like is your match. This can be with your higher self. This can be like a job, or a project, something that you find very fulfilling. The Two of Cups is, something that you just, really blend well with. This can be a partnership. This can be a friend. This can be something that you just feel really good about. The Six of Wands is also about you receiving, attention as well. I feel like this could definitely be a work situation. Like you could be, you know, That's what I'm getting. It doesn't have to be though, just take it how it resonates. But I feel like you are receiving a lot of positive attention, and that's kind of where that is. Like somebody is, whether this is family, whether this is, work, whether this is, um, just anything, and somebody is not too happy about that. And the Six of Wands is about that. Traditionally, somebody is jealous in that Rider Waite deck. They are jealous of your wins. So that is what is coming in for the first part of April. So the second part, you have number one, rider, energy, passion, speed, activity, news, and messages. And it's funny because I say some of you might, drive a lot, or you might, do a lot of things in your car. Maybe you travel for a living. Number one can be significant to some of you. You have the King and Queen of Cups, so you have divine counterparts here. This is energy, passion, speed, activity, news. Maybe if you're not with anybody, maybe you have new love coming in. If you're with somebody, this looks like it's very good. Just for your love life, this looks really good on communication. You could be receiving really good news in the middle of the month. Things could be starting to pick up. Maybe something was really slow at one point, and now things are starting to pick up. And now you're just feeling a little bit more positive, especially with that Justice card in the beginning of the month. Passion, news, messages, activity, things are starting to kind of warm up. I mean, maybe the weather's starting to get a little bit nicer, so you're starting to go out a little bit more. You could be traveling with that Rider card. You have the Six of Wands again and the King of Swords. And again, I feel like you're getting a lot of attention. I also feel like that King of Swords can represent you. And I feel like you're getting a lot of attention because you almost see things you know I feel like in a sense, Scorpio, you see things a lot more. Well, I feel like it bluntly, you're a lot smarter than a lot of the people that you're around. I feel like people just don't see things in a clear-cut way like you do. The King of Swords, this can represent somebody that you're around. They are the wisest king in the tarot. Oh, I can't even swallow. I'm sorry. Um, And I feel like that's because, it's almost like you're around people who it's like they'll say something and the answer will be right in front of them. And I feel like you almost want to be like, it's almost like that King of Swords is raising their sword and you don't want to pass judgment, but it's almost like you feel like you have to because you feel like you've mastered a lot of wisdom and you almost feel like why aren't these people seeing this? Why are they acting like this? Why are they judging me for, things that, for mistakes that I'm not making when they're acting, so ridiculous when the answer's right here in front of them, or maybe you're, judging them on a way because they're being so petty and maybe, something like that. It's something like weird like that. It's almost like you don't want to judge people, but because they're judging you, um, it's making you want to raise that sword like the King of Swords is. If that doesn't resonate with you, I feel like it's almost like you could possibly be getting attention from a King of Swords person. So an air sign, definitely, it could be a Libra or they could have Libra in their chart. You could be receiving um some advice from somebody like that. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Swords for the last part of the middle of the month. And I feel like what this is saying is that, you could have been feeling for a long time like you couldn't do something. The Eight of Swords is probably one of mine, if not my least favorite card in the tarot. And the reason why is because it is self-imposed. It's nobody else doing it, and it's all up in our like head. Maybe it's because it's like air energy. And I feel like it's because, for a long time you were, feeling like you couldn't do something. You felt like, I'm never going to be able to do this. I'm completely trapped. I'm stuck. You had all these swords, around you. But now you're starting to finally feel, that you can do something. You're finally feeling this wheel turn. You're finally feeling karma balance out. This Wheel of Fortune is diagonal across from the Justice card. It's next to the Six of Wands. It's under another Six of Wands, and it is above the Lover's card. So I feel like, there is a lot of good fortune coming in for you, and you're starting to see that, finally, things are finally starting to turn around. And, the year 2024 represents the number 8. So it's all about change, it's all about transformation, and it's all about things starting to actually shift and move forward in a different direction that haven't taken place in for the first time in a long time. So that's what we have for you for the middle of the month, Scorpio. And lastly, number 9, if that number is significant to you, we have bouquet, pleasantness, gift, charming, joy, happiness, and flattery. And remember, you do have the Sun on the bottom of the deck, and you have the Seven of Cups on that clarification deck. I just had to make sure. So, yeah, joy, happiness, flattery. Flattery, another card, related to the Six of Wands. So I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of, compliments. I feel like April's going to be a nice month for you. And you have the Queen, you have the Wheel of Fortune again right after that with the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is all about, you know, you receiving it's all about feeling confident. It's all about, being bold. It's all about being assertive. And I feel like, maybe you don't always feel, as confident as, maybe you should. And I feel like maybe the shift that's coming in April, then you're going to start feeling more confident. You're going to start feeling more bold. Maybe there's a change happening at work or something, or a change happening in your home life or with your resources. And because you're able to do um more things, more time, more resources, more time with your family, more time with your loved ones, maybe a better schedule, you're starting to feel more confident because one small change or one big change, depending, is really starting to take a toll for the better on your life. And you're starting to see that, and you're starting to really feel it. You have the King of Cups and the Four of Cups. And I feel like what that's saying is that, this is saying that, you've had situations and you've had offers in the past. And I feel like they weren't that great for you. I feel like you didn't really, they really weren't anything special. And I feel like now you are almost kind of looking and kind of contemplating and realizing that this offer now with that cup handed out, because you've always remained in control of your emotions, because you were always diligent, because you were always patient, because you always worked hard, that justice card, and the high priestess, all that stuff, you're now starting to see what that high priestess has been kind of showing you that preview of in the beginning, and now you're starting to see what's happening at the end of the month. You're starting to see that offer that's coming in, that handout. You're starting to feel like, oh, now I see what that cup that's being brought to me. You're starting to see it like come to life and realizing that offer, this is going to be a good one. It's not like the ones before, it's going to be a much better one. And lastly, you have the Lovers and the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel like this is saying this can be about a love situation. I feel like it could be, but it doesn't have to be. It does say bouquet, but I feel like it could be, about, work, a project. It can be really about anything. But you have it with the Seven of Pentacles. In the Seven of Pentacles, it's all about taking stock of your work that you've done. And I feel like this is you, realizing that, everything, hard work really does pay off. I feel like you're kind of looking maybe at your home, at your relationship, at your work, everything that you've been kind of doing. And I feel like that you're starting to really see that you do have so much to offer. You do have a lot of reasons to be happy. And I feel like sometimes you feel like you have suffered setbacks, and we all have. And I feel like you are starting to see, oh, this is the reason why I work so hard. This is the reason why I do so much. This is why I work all these hours. This is why, this is why, this is why. And I feel like you're really feeling, confident. You have the Lover's card, and I feel like this can represent two people. This can represent a path that you feel confident in going down. And I feel like you're just kind of taking a look at things. And I feel like you're just kind of looking at your garden, and you're like, well, you know, whether this is growing into a huge garden, or maybe this is just the start of a garden, you're feeling confident because there was nothing there before. And now this garden is actually showing some progress. And I feel like you're taking it to a whole new level and feeling really confident about it. But that's what I have for that last portion of the month for you, Scorpio. Um, but that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your read. I'm going to leave it there for the month of April. Thank you so much for viewing me today. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Until then, enjoy your month so much, and I will see you at the next read. Thanks. Bye.